It's the Rainbow Boxer here at Stretch's garage. We're probably going to be putting a winch on the old Silver Bullet today so that he can operate his plow with it, and so we can do some recovery stuff out in the woods whenever somebody needs it. So that's today's plan.
Alright, let's take a look around the shop. As you can see, there's the kid's tractor. There's mine. Of course, Dan, Rainbow Boxer. I got a flippin' disaster. This over here mess is from old Mo Wheeler. We were working on his transmission a while ago and left all the parts and knickknacks and shit laying everywhere. There's my old go-kart engine. That was another project. Take a look around here. There's the drill press. We got an old toolbox. We have a workbench and shelves and shit just full everywhere. Oh, we got to back up here a second. Take a look at the cheapo Harbor Freight winch we got. There, nice and upside down for you. Daniel's gonna flip this. Oh yeah, look at this. Ain't that cute? I think that was a $80 special. Got old fairlead and crap. We got a little snatch block in there. Gonna try to hook it all up. Taking a look around the rest of the crap sitting around. All this back up for the shelves of doom. These suckers have tried to attack me recently. Whatever you do, don't knock your workbench down. It makes a mess. There's more of a disaster. There's the toolbox. As you can see, every drawer open. Shit everywhere. There's the old lathe. So anyways, that's a general view of the shop, and we're going to try to clean up, and then hopefully we can get started back on making my plow operational. A little bit of an issue. I was in a hurry. Went ahead and mounted this plow. Did good. You like my little rope lift. So anyways, we decided to get rid of the rope lift, and that's the reason for the winch. It's going to go in this area. But first, we got to fix the plow mount. Seems that if you put a bolt in here, you put these two tabs of metal on it, put it up in here, weld it up, right? No problem. Worked great, plowed great, except for one problem. When I went to pull the bolt out, I can't. It stops right about there for some reason. So, now we have another issue. I don't want to move my mounts because they're out of the way and they're behind the bumper, so I don't get caught on stuff. Yet I still like to take my plow on and off. I don't want to make it permanent because I already had to cut the bolt last time. So what we're going to do is we're going to weld a 1/2 inch nut on this side and a 1/2 inch nut on that side to the mounts. We'll thread the bolts in so they grab it right here. And that way we can just spin two nuts in, spin two bolts in or out, and we'll be able to take our plow off. So once we get this figured out, then we can get the winch mounted up and try and make it go up and down. Thread in there, these nuts will be welded to the piece, so obviously it won't turn. But the problem is, with that plow riding on this, it'll booger up the threads, and then you try to back it out, you get caught up. So what I did is I took my handy dandy super junky lathe, trimmed all those threads off, took that and made it into that. Even put a nice little taper on it. So I'll go ahead and do the second one. We'll weld those nuts on, and hopefully I'll have a working plow mount.
see he's got the nuts welded on the brackets there and the turn down bolts threaded in. Next we're going to go ahead and throw this plow on, make sure everything fits up, but looking pretty good.
How about that?
That's good.
There. Now we have a removable snowplow. Now on to mounting a winch. Center punch my holes. This is our little mounting plate for the winch. We got this welded up. This piece will be welded on top of the bumper there. Well, not the top of it, but on the bumper supports. I went to use my little center punch here. Obviously I don't center punch with a drill, but it seems it was very dull. So I thought, I need to sharpen my center punch. So we put it in a drill. Then we walk over to our handy dandy super duper bench grinder. Notice I am wearing safety glasses. Not. You should. Now we have a nice sharp point. It's hard to see because of the grinding, but we'll get back to center punching. We got our mount made up. We got our welder on the sides here. We drilled and tapped the holes in our mount so we could just run a bolt down in there. I had to enlarge the hole. They had it kind of small, so I wanted some 3/8 in there. So we're going to go ahead and weld this on, and that'll take care of the main mount, and then we got to build our fairlead mount. Work done here, so it looks like we might have the fabrication part of our winch slash snowplow lift done. Took a snatch block. It had a hook right here, and I found this perfectly shaped piece of metal laying in my scrap pile, so it got welded on with a bolt. So now we have a snatch block attached. Come down here, we got a little U-bolt we cut off and just welded there for a nice little lift point. So we need to build a fairlead for the winch, a fairlead mount, and do some wiring, and maybe we'll actually finish this up.
Need to mount this remote, the control box for this thing, and after going over and over on this tractor looking for a place that's relatively safe and not in the way and everything like that, we decided a fairly controversial position, or unusual, unorthodox position, I mean. We're going to mount it right here underneath the hood. Just going to drill a couple of holes, put some bolts and washers there. We check the clearances, it's clear, the fan and everything like that. We'll just get all the wires tied out of the way enough so that they don't cause any problems, but yeah, looks like that's where it's going to be. I've already got it marked off so that we can put this controller in. I got my handy dandy grinder with a cutoff wheel and my safety glasses. Away we go. Voila, one hole.
Ready to mount my fairlead here. I cut up some nice big chunks of steel and tapped and threaded some holes in there and bolted it all on here. We got this nice beefy piece of pipe across here. It's just going to sit right back in there. We're going to weld her up and should have a fairlead and be ready to rock and roll. Got her all done. Everything's operational. Got to make a few little tweaks. Got the cable running just a little bit there, so I got to work on that. And underneath where it pivots, I got to do a little clearancing work. It's a little snug. But, we got it all wired up. We got our switch installed here. I'd say I'm almost ready to plow some snow.
Very nice.